As Panasonic Toyota Racing blazes a trail towards the Japanese Grand Prix at Fuji, the majority of team members will be watching from their home base back in Cologne, Germany. There are an amazing 32 nationalities represented here, and it comes as no surprise that the Toyota team should have a significant percentage of Japanese employees. Teppei Hojo is one of the younger generation of Japanese team members. He's been working at the factory for 2 years as a software engineer.
Working here as an international team is quite enjoyable because I can meet the people from all over the world, and they have the different cultural background, and I can learn a lot of things from that.
Away from the office, Teppei revels in the cosmopolitan atmosphere. Australia, Cyprus, Italy and Japan are all represented in this small group. Kaneko Oya, in her role within the marketing department, focuses on improving communication between the team and all things Japanese, from internal matters to press and client relations.
Working in a company, TMG, as an international team is every day a new experience. I get to know more cultures, and beside working together with them, I get to know more different backgrounds, different knowledge, their different experience they had in the past. It's just mixed culture is very interesting and very unique to me. It's an everyday thing. I really enjoy this.
Kaneko's enthusiasm for working in Europe is echoed within Panasonic Toyota Racing's senior management. For chairman and team principal Tadashi Yamashina, it's the simple pleasures that count.
One of the nice things about Cologne is that you can let your dog off the leash when you walk it. Yes, I really enjoy it. It's the same wherever you live overseas, I suppose, but getting on with your neighbours is something you have to pay attention to. When in Rome, you do as the Romans do.
But back at work, Yamashina-san isn't afraid to break a few conventions. Perhaps unusually for senior management, he shares an open office with team president John Howard. It's an illustration of Panasonic Toyota Racing's philosophy of good communication and teamwork. For Yamashina-san, it's the best way to work.
Routine communication can be carried out by email, however far away anybody might be, but for face-to-face discussions, people can get together straight away. If you want to say something to someone's face, you can do it there and then.
Sharing an office is just one part of the Toyota Way, a uniquely Japanese business philosophy that's shared across the team and throughout the Toyota family.
This principle of enjoying your job by exchanging information with others is fundamental here at Toyota.
The process is continuous at Panasonic Toyota Racing. On the one hand, it's an integral part of the team's close cooperation at the highest level with Toyota Motor Corporation, the mother company. And at the same time, it's been crucial to Panasonic Toyota Racing's success in 2008 so far.
One reason for the improvement in our results is in our teamwork. Everyone is pulling together to achieve victory. This includes those that go racing and those who stay behind at the factory. This improvement means that everyone is working to make the team better.
And what of the drivers? Yano and Timo are a strong pairing. But is there a desire to have a Japanese driver racing for the team?
It's our dream for Toyota to win the championship with a Japanese driver in a Toyota car. And we now have Kamui Kobayashi as our test driver. The local people over here are all right behind him and hoping that he can become a good driver. At the same time, I will definitely not be giving him preferential treatment and letting him drive our car just because he's Japanese. I've told him that he'll have to work hard and get there on merit.
Some pressure then on the 22-year-old test driver. But Kamui has been focused on F1 success for a long time.
I've dreamed of being in Formula One ever since I was a small boy. I passed the Toyota audition, as they call it, when I was 14. And I've been committed to Toyota ever since.
Kamui has already enjoyed several years racing in Japan, Italy and across Europe, so he fits in well at Panasonic Toyota Racing.
I fully realise how lucky I am to work in such an environment. It's not really pressure, but I put continual pressure on myself. And I'm not forgetting that I've been in a more fortunate position than others in getting this far. So I feel I have to work twice as hard as anyone else.
Kamui leads a busy life, fulfilling his test driver commitments as well as competing in both GP2 and GP2 Asia, always closely watched by his colleagues in Panasonic Toyota Racing.
Kamui is a wild kid, as you can see, but he's also amazingly bright. What's particularly outstanding about him, and quite untypical of a Japanese driver, is his opening lap. On the first lap after the race starts, he'll overtake 3 cars in dry conditions and something like 7 to 10 in the wet. I've never seen a driver like that before.
Kamui hasn't made it to an F1 race seat yet, but there's a cautious optimism building behind the young driver.
In terms of his skill and judgment as a driver, he's made great improvements. If he can hang in there and produce good results in races, I'll have nothing to complain about.
So for Kamui, it's all to play for, and his childhood dream is almost in sight.
Now that I'm close to Formula One, and I'm trying to break through, I realise what an incredible achievement it would be if I ever made it into Formula One, when there are only 20 drivers in the world.
So Kamui Kobayashi is a driver to look out for in the not-too-distant future. And in the meantime, Panasonic Toyota Racing's Japanese team members continue to support their colleagues in their shared quest. One team, one aim.